I've always loved sci-fi movies since I'm a little kid. But what I found fascinating about sci-fi movies, it actually shows us where we're heading for. And I'm a true believer of that. And I really think is that the moment that a human being can see and thinks what he needs to do, we actually achieve that. When you're working in a software house, it's actually quite stressful, firstly. Okay? Secondly, to find talent is quite challenging. So it's very important to actually create the right environment. The third reason is really because I love design. The movie industries have been doing it for decades. They make us cry, they make us laugh, they make us feel. So how do you take that and apply it to software? So when you look at our software coming up on our screen, it makes us feel. Everything that makes you feel from a design perspective, I really love doing. When I design my house, when I design a truck. ZaiLab is a software house and we focus on contact center technology. So we have a system that we've built in-house. And the main focus was really about how can we make a journey between the customer and the agents in contact center to have a rewarding conversation. And if you two people that think alike, how likely they will have a rewarding conversation. And we do that through machine learning, artificial intelligence, so it learns from the past, so it knows to match which customer to which agent. Also, the simple things, like for instance, when you call a call center and you've spoken to Bob, and you call it the same day again, why can't we connect you to Bob again? And we spend a lot of time trying to create content. So the more the agent knows, the easier the conversation can go. When I moved from Belgium to South Africa in 1994, I started a software house and we created a product from the ground up for the financial institution. And it's actually during that time that I actually got involved with contact centers. And it's during that journey that I started realizing that it was quite a challenge to implement the innovation I wanted to do. Then, we sold the business and then I went and traveled the world and looked at other companies with similar technologies and I couldn't find what actually wanted to use in the first place. So therefore I saw a gap and hence the reason we started ZaiLab.
5 years ago, you had to have a brick and mortar contact center that has a server room where technicians would have to come, and that takes a tedious process of about 6 months. And the nice thing about cloud-based solutions is that you don't need technicians to actually come onto your premises. You can operate from anywhere in the world. So it breaks away the barriers of expanding yourself beyond your geographic area. And what is easy as well is that anywhere at any time your information is available for you. We have differentiated greatly from how we are pricing our solutions. So what it means is that we want to say to people, you have the freedom to run your business the way that you want to, which means you only pay for what you use. So we implemented the consumption-based model into our software. If you are a small startup in the contact center industry, you do not have to pay for a full package that has features that you don't even use. You do not have to pay for license fees for days that you're not even operating your business.
We are here in Delft, one of the hundreds of townships that exist here in South Africa. And in fact, Delft is one of the townships with the highest crime rate.
One way that we've actually been able to implement our solution and test whether it works when you use it in a situation where it's out of the normal, out of the ordinary, would be a project that we run in Delft.
Townships wasn't built with the infrastructure in place for these people to have access. So number one, if you're living within a township and we come from a disadvantaged background, you don't have access. And if you don't have access, you get left behind as the world evolves to the next new technology that's out there, etc. So this center plays a critical role in getting people then to have access, number one. This center plays a critical role with regards to the development of that person. So when they complete this process, at least there's opportunity for them to work from home. They can be an entrepreneur. We like the job creation part, which is great, but we'd like the entrepreneurship much better as such.
The first day when we decided actually that we're going to go and write this contact center software, and I had all my colleagues standing in front of me and I was just giving a little talk, right? So now we're going to really do it. But our thing is, I've bought a truck and we're going to change this truck into a space looking truck. And why we're going to do that is because nobody's actually ever done it. And we're going to take this truck to Antarctica. And when I said it, obviously everybody looked at me like I was crazy, right? But what it does, and again to go back to the things about what you think you become, right? The moment it came out of my mouth, then it becomes a reality. The truck also, when it came from it, again we go back to our rewarding conversations, and that's what the truck does. Everywhere it goes, every single person will stop and will ask the first question, what is this? And then you answer it and then you have a conversation. It's always so rewarding, it's always so nice, and that's what we stand for. So the truck does exactly what you want to sort out in the contact center world.